What's up? It's Cam. I'm with Palm right now. Follow me at Cam Rostami and follow Palm everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Hell yeah.
Belafonte undercar stereo. Drop the top, I don't care where we go. Take the cure, I ain't picking up the phone. I put the D-I-S-C-O in discomfort. At the corner store they know me. Don't even gotta walk a block. $3 and I'm feeling loaded, but I'm just running out the clock.
Chilling on another Saturday afternoon interview with my boy Cam Rostami.
What's up?
I'm a supporter of your music
dude,
for
thanks
a
for
little
having
minute.
me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, off top. So I got hip to your music in 2021. You know, DISCO and discomfort that got me into you. So
hell yeah, man.
Tell me, I understand you grew up in Dallas. So what was it like out there?
It was interesting. You know, I grew up doing like movies. That's been the goal. And the movie scene in Dallas was it used to be very small when I was a kid, but that's what brought me out here in the first place was, movies and stuff. So that was my life in Texas. I didn't really do much music. I mean, I had a band in college, we were like a metal band. Eventually I just had to kind of start my own thing. So whenever I moved out to LA, but it's been fun so far. And you kind of caught me on like a hot streak of releases there, so it was a good time. Yeah.
Right on, man. So you were kind of into like the producing and acting in short films?
Yeah. The producing kind of came as a result of the movie stuff. I thought like maybe it might help me get further. Like I wanted to make movies one day, and every part of that, including the music and stuff. So I started writing like scores and whatnot. I just wanted to make music and jam with people in real life, and so that kind of started for me in like 2018.
Okay, I respect it. Yeah, with the film stuff, man, I can totally tell that had a lot to do with how it works in your music, because your music videos I put
as much work into the videos nowadays because they're so important, but also that's like the fun part for me is getting to go to crazy sets and, have people that are literally paid to just like film me jamming out to my music.
Yeah. So have you always like written music and played guitar?
Yeah. Guitar from a young age. I used to play piano when I was a kid, and I feel like those are the two perfect formative instruments to learn everything else, it was great. I'm grateful to my parents for doing that when I was young.
Nice, yeah. Teach kids young. I remember I took piano lessons for years, and then I don't know why I stopped, man. I'd be a beast right now if I was still playing keyboards.
Yeah, I got into like middle school, and I was like, I don't want to do any of this classical stuff anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. What a mistake.
So as far as like musical influences, who were some names that stood out to you, bands and artists?
I mean, I came from like a classical background, so I like orchestrals, but my music, you may notice, is not very much like that. So nowadays it's more like, honestly, pop music. There was a time where that was like sacrilegious to me, people who listen to pop music are just like normal, whatever. I love pop music now. It's great. It's popular for a reason. Artists that are cool to me recently, Hippocampus just dropped an album today.
I've heard of
They're
him.
freaking great.
Okay.
Just like indie pop artists like that. Goth Babe, that's another good one. I think is similar in style to me. Maybe Joji.
Yeah, definitely Joji.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So those are some of the guys that influenced me today. And who knows where I'll be tomorrow, The most random shit influences me. So I don't know if you can curse on your thing.
Motherfucker, curse all you want.
Okay, great. Great. I had a friend show me this band yesterday that was like a marching band with like orchestrals and like trap beats and shit. I was like,
Right on.
I've never heard this before. It's just, you never know what's gonna inspire you,
Yeah, one band that comes to mind when I was listening to you, I want to know if this is an influence, was MGMT.
Definitely, man. MGMT is like, that's like one of the first pop bands that that really actually got me into pop music and formative, like when I was growing up. I'd say you nailed it with that one, for
Excellent.
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, so at what point did you want to move to LA to pursue like music and entertainment?
My entire life, man.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's ever since I was a kid, that was the dream. Get out to California, make movies, do music. That's the life I'm chasing right now. So I did a shoot yesterday, and I have so much more like music stuff planned in the future, and it's only possible because I'm out here, like where all the creatives are, like yourself,
Thank you.
It doesn't
Appreciate
exist in Dallas.
Really?
I mean, it does, but it's much smaller. Dare I say, clickier. People have other agendas outside of music. At least where I'm from, it's a bit tricky to navigate.
Okay. That sounds like one of those things you got to see to believe.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
it's just part of the culture down there.
Yeah, I mean, what's cool about Texas is they, or at least where I'm from, is they have a crazy house show scene, is what I mean to say. So, like, instead of going to parties out there, people go to house shows where there's just bands playing to like 100. It's a total fire hazard.
Are you talking about like house music or bands
No, I'm
playing
sorry.
inside of houses?
So yes, bands playing inside of houses.
Oh,
that's like
dope.
yeah. So they'll have like even big touring bands come to like Joe's house and play. It's very strange,
That's
but
so
it's cool.
sick. You can make a killer music video out of that.
Definitely.
All right. So a lot of your songs, Cam, have a lot to digest with them. A lot of wordplay. I was kind of curious, what is your writing inspiration?
Oh man, I really like music that is at least like not so specific that it's like, oh yeah, that's a song the guy's writing about his, the girl he's having troubles with or something like that. I want it to be like kind of applicable to wider things and applicable to your life, So I guess there's a sort of vagueness there that I pull from people like Tom York, artists like that I just really love, where sometimes I don't even understand what they're even trying to convey at all, but it means something to me. And that's, whenever I get that, those goosebumps listening to music, that tends to be where it comes from for me a lot of the times.
I see, okay. Because, a lot of these songs, especially like Banana Split and the Sellout Club, are, you have to listen to them time after time.
Yeah, I've had people ask me, like, what even is that about, like...
Yeah. No, so tell me, because at the corner store they know you, which is kind of a dope feeling, because
man.
I hit a corner store quite frequently.
Yep.
So, like, what was going on with that one?
That was just kind of like a slice of my life at the moment. I was living in Long Beach, and I had this corner store that we would just hit up like 3 times a day, and it was just part of my life. We would I'd write music, hit the corner store, grab some shit. It was and I don't even know the guy's name who works there. He's like this wonderful Indian guy, but every time I'd come in and be like, hey, and it's like, yeah, I need to put that into a song somehow.
Yeah.
So
definitely nice little shout out to, day in the life of Cam.
Hell
All right. Banana Split.
Yeah.
This kind of puts me in like your shoes when you're back home, and like what's your go-to snack when you hit the corner store?
Hell yeah. That's also a bit of it's kind of like, that's, if ever I've written a ballad, that might be it, because it's about, life and relationships. But again, I don't want to get too specific in there in my music, because it's kind of a pet peeve of mine is when they're like, oh, Annie, whatever their name is, I'm like, cool, I'm listening to you rant about your relationship. But, ultimately I'm doing the same thing, just a little vaguer. But that's what that was. I was just really loving life at the time, and loving my situation, and that's where that song came from.
Yeah, it's like the simple things, just like
exactly. Yeah,
it's Banana Split with vanilla ice cream, strawberry, whipped cream, chocolate sauce.
Exactly.
Maybe
Simple
some
pleasure in
almonds.
life. Yep.
Just chill. I haven't had a Banana Split in forever, dude.
Dude,
Damn.
it is. Those hold up. You know, I went like years since childhood. And
I'm more on like the Oreo milkshakes.
Oh yeah, hey, actually my thing is peanut M&Ms. You got those around, I'm gonna get obese.
Yeah, I fuck with pretzel M&Ms.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Always like white chocolate covered pretzels.
Oh dude, yes, that's my jam.
On that sweet tip. All right. Okay, so you have so many singles, so many music videos released. When is a project coming?
Very soon, actually. Okay. Excited to talk about that. I have a new project coming up. I guess talk about it here. I've not even talked about it beside to close friends, but I have a new EP coming, potentially a whole rebrand. And basically the new project's called Super Blood. To give you a short rundown, basically my mom passed away in December, and it kind of like, yeah, thank you. It kind of like put a roadblock in my entire my life, really. And it made me reconsider a lot of things, and especially considering the last song that I put out. It has this one lyric where I'm like, at least I'm in the half of my life where everybody I love is still alive. And then, boom, tragedy, you know? So I was like, I don't know. I think I need to take another look at this stuff. And being so emotional from an event like that, so much music came spilling out. So I have an EP on the way. And there's going to be a lot of, there's going to be music videos for every song. I'm not going to do a extended dragged out thing like I did last year where it's just like single, 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 and people are like, where the hell is this going? There's going to be a final release and tours. I got so much shit in the works.
Yeah, there was an
I got
Instagram
so much shit.
question about tours.
Yeah, so much shit in the works. I have, I'm going to start in Texas just because I have like a base there, but the goal is to get a whole like southwestern tour going this year and then just see where we can go from there. SoCal down to Texas. We're gonna hit Arizona, maybe Vegas. Just literally everywhere I have connections, I'm gonna go and play some music.
I love it. Hell
yeah.
Yeah, because there's those videos on YouTube of you performing some of your songs live.
Yeah.
Was that in front of a live audience, or was that
it was
like a live studio session?
Yeah, it was like a studio session. So there was no audience. It was just like, cameras and crew. Cool experience,
I feel it. Now, do you produce your own stuff?
I do, yeah. That's where most of the fun is in it for me, is
Okay.
the producing. I produce and write simultaneously, and it's a good time.
Nice. Now, are there any artists, like other vocalists or other musicians, that you'd want to collab with?
Oh my God, so many. I'm constantly, and I feel like the real amazing shit comes in music when you collaborate with people, and because they're going to throw out ideas you would have never, ever thought of. So yes, I'm at the point in my career where I will collab with basically anybody, as long as they're, halfway decent, because you never know what magic's going to come out of that.
Okay.
There are a couple artists that I'm friends with that I'm trying to get, trying to work some things out with, but they are a little bit ahead of me in the game, so kind of hard to lasso down.
Really?
But,
Are you allowed to name names as far as anybody?
yeah, you know what? I'll shout out my friend Ellie Duke, because she's been killing it right now. She just released a song that she went from like 20,000 monthly streams to like 100,000 from one release. It's just crazy. She's just like destroying it. But she's a good friend, even if we don't collaborate. Shout outs to Ellie. But yeah, it's like people like that, they're like on the come up. And yeah, I just want to share in that with them.
Sick, okay. Anything else from you, whether it's music or film, that we should be aware of?
Just keep an eye on the Instagram, because there's going to be huge changes coming in the next couple months. The first music video shoots are coming up very soon, and it's just going to be wild, man. It's going to make everything that I did last year just pale in comparison. I truly feel like it's the best music I've ever written, and I finally have collaborators, bandmates to perform with. So it's going to be great.
Great.
Yeah,
I
man.
love how you're
It's
in
gonna
a
be sick.
great space mentally, emotionally, and just keeping that
Yeah,
good energy.
man. Yeah, music is what keeps me going. So, when shit's tough, can always find solace in
There
that.
you go.
Yeah.
Hey, as far as concerts for other artists who you've been to, who's like one of the best ones?
The last artist I saw was Bring Me the Horizon, actually.
Oh, nice.
Not
Not Fest. I was there too.
You were there?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. I stayed for
crazy.
Slipknot, but
Yeah,
I
of
went for
course.
Bring Me the Horizon. Just personally, they're like one of my favorite bands. But on the other side of the spectrum, I saw Sylvan Esso right before them. I don't know if you've heard of them.
No.
But they're like super clean pop versus heavy metal.
Okay. Yeah. Kill Switch Engage was amazing too. I wish they had Howard Jones there.
They didn't?
No, hasn't been in the band for a few years.
Wow,
He had
dude,
some
I'm
health
behind.
problems.
Shit.
Yeah, but Slipknot, man, I shed a little tear when they did their tribute to Paul and Joey.
Me too,
And-
man. And I've never seen them live before. It was like my childhood was like, it was just like being played in front of me. It was so crazy.
Yeah,
But,
it really was like a childhood thing.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Slipknot for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Cam, is there anything else you want people to know about you?
Oh, man, that's pretty much me right there. Movies and music. That's my whole life.
What's
so.
your favorite movie? Or you can give me your top 5.
I have a Lord of the Rings tattoo on my calf,
Really?
so probably Lord of the Rings, just because that is the movie that made me want to make movies. But like every year, there's a new movie I'm obsessed with. Right now, it's Suspiria from 2018. Have
Okay.
you seen that movie? It's
I gotta go check
phenomenal. It's wild. You're either gonna love it or hate it. I loved it though.
Love it.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
it out. Hey, man, my pleasure.
Yeah, dude.
All right, Cam Rostami, make sure you're following him. Go
Yes,
check out
please.
all his music. My name is Dylan, but most of you just call me Palm. Make sure you're following Palm on Instagram and
Hell
TikTok.
yeah.
Check us out at prettyawesomelitmusic.com. Subscribe on YouTube. Cam, thank you so much, man.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
You got it.